to anybody that's listening, you don't have to be a Hollywood actor for this to be, or to be on a major show, on a major hit show to be able to relate to this. I think we all ebb and flow out through happiness and sadness and anger and rage and loneliness and despair and all those sort of darker emotions that you play with in your character. But we are so, you said something like the noise is deafening, or you had said something like that a few moments ago. And
Yeah.
I think what a lot of us do is we ignore it. We get busy with something, we turn on the radio, or we, go do a workout, or we, we do something to distract ourselves from the way that we feel. And we're never able to really sit in the shadow, sit in the darkness. And I just want to commend you, first of all, for, just saying that and being as open and honest as you're being. But I think it's also really valuable for the people that are listening, because it's part of the human experience. And we try so hard to run from it
Yeah.
that it ends up being way more destructive, way more, just destructive than it does if you don't allow yourself to move through it. If you're always trying to avoid it by, playing hot potato with something else, you never have the opportunity to really examine it, where it's coming from. What are some strategies, frameworks, and tactics that will help you move through it? How do you build? And we talk a lot about community on the podcast. I mean,
Look, the real truth of the matter is that whilst doing this has been probably the loneliest that I've felt in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think is an important thing to admit, because I think a lot of other people are probably in similar positions who are in similar positions. But I remember I had a conversation with you when I came into the clinic in season 2. I had a fever. I was a little ill at the time anyway, but I came in and, I broke down after one of our sessions, and I remember saying I have everything that I want. Things are going like so well for me, but I've never felt more alone.
I remember that.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, look, it's all well and good achieving goals and all the rest of that stuff, and I love what I do. I'm not intending on changing that in any way, shape, or form, but I've realized since then that if the work is the only thing that I have, that I'll be very, very unhappy. There has to be more than just that. There has to be some connection, rather than just being a trailblazer sprinting off into the distance by yourself. The downside of blazing a trail is you're at the front on your own.